We as a society are probably more pro-Europe. We benefit from our European membership, and yes, we give out about its rules and its regulations, but at the same time it's helped develop our economy and our country. And we're a very export-led economy, so a lot of our products are exported, so the EU has added value to us. Notwithstanding that, of course, we've a long-standing relationship with the UK, so traditionally a lot of our exports would have gone to the UK market, and we really operated like a common trade and labour market, you know, since the foundation of the state nearly 100 years ago. So there's a lot of connections between the two countries, and there's kind of a sense of, well, what does Brexit mean in breaking that relationship? I suppose in terms of some of the specifics that we're seeing, what we're seeing happen at the moment is that at an economic level, with the exchange rate differences, we're seeing things like the value of our exports drop. So, you know, since Brexit, the value of our exports have dropped by 11%. So that's a significant impact on us as a society. In terms of the labour market, we're seeing some interesting trends. So we're already seeing that organisations in Ireland, and we have a lot of multinationals operate in Ireland, are able to attract maybe research and academic talent into Ireland because there's a lot of EU funding for that, and there's obviously a nervousness in the UK around the future of that. We're seeing projects looking for EU funding from the UK, not necessarily getting a good ear within Ireland. We're seeing that pension and taxation issues are emerging because if people working either in Ireland or in the UK want to move from one location to the other, the future of their pension and the taxation is unclear, and that's stopping movement. There certainly are opportunities for jobs growth in Ireland, and we really have been working to rebuild our economy since the recession, so job opportunities mean a lot to us. And that's because some organisations are looking at alternative to maybe the UK to set up a European hub, and Ireland is like an English-speaking country in the Eurozone, so actually, you know, is a very attractive place with very adaptable and innovative people. So we are seeing that that's starting to happen with organisations looking at Ireland, so that would be a good advantage for us. We think our ability to attract talent is important too, in that as a place to live and to work. And we're already identifying that we could have some infrastructure blockages and housing issues that we need to start addressing now so that they don't turn out to be negatives for our future growth. We value a lot the relationship with the UK, and that is something we would like to retain. So we think it's important that our government negotiates, and this might even be separate to an EU negotiation, but negotiates to maximise the free movement of labour and the free movement of goods between our countries. And of course we look on Northern Ireland as being important to manage the flow of people and goods to that border, and we don't want to see a hard or more difficult border because we know there's probably over 40,000 people who are working in one jurisdiction and living in another, so that flow is very much part of how we work, and we don't want to end up in a situation where we feel we need visas to, say, travel across to the UK or Northern Ireland. Well, I think now that we're starting to recognise that the concept of Brexit and what it means is something we're going to be working with for the long haul, so it's not just something quick or temporary. So what we're suggesting to organisations is that they actually have some kind of working group that is looking at this, because it's going to be really important to be able to look at what's real and what's happening and not get distracted by all the speculation. And we think that HR has to be at the centre of that. So looking at what is likely to come down the line in terms of immigration policy and what that means for contingency planning and workforce planning and skills building, so that they're in a position to capitalise on the opportunities that are there. And certainly what people are asking us as a professional organisation to support them on is having up-to-date information on what is happening and being able to be a source of current information on trends. And we know that our close connection with the UK will enable us maybe to understand the implications of changes in legislation and to be able to use that as a source of information for the membership.